gosh, that's so cute.
They had these little like these little light boxes at Target. And I saw it and I was like, oh my gosh, I am so getting that. And I can put things.
So cute. I love that. So now you can like always have that to be where it's like also a reminder. And so I kind of need that for myself apparently because of last weekend. Oh my gosh, it's so freaking cute.
I know, right? And it has all the little letters, so you can put whatever you want inside of it.
That's so cute. Is there even a thumbs up?
There is. There's like little emojis.
It's like, don't forget to like.
There was like a poop one, and I was like, I should put that between like and court, but there wasn't enough room. And I was like, okay, we'll just keep it with those two right there.
Well, that was so funny. You guys, also, Courtney's just like adorable today. She got that, and she has a Christmas onesie on. Show off the onesie. Look how cute that is.
That's right.
That is adorable. I love it. And I'm pretty positive I'm wearing my same hoodie that I wore on my live stream with you guys last weekend. This is like one of my most comfortable hoodies around the house. I can just like breathe in it so well, and it's also warm. So I'm like, I think I'm wearing the same one, but that's okay. And then here you are in a cute little onesie and stuff. So.
But I came prepared.
Yes, you did for the Christmas festivities. But yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend, enjoying your Sunday morning, and thanks so much for joining us today. This has been our round 2 for getting our writing sprints on and stuff. Don't know if you were here with us last time, but I kind of blew it. Courtney and I had planned for the 20th. For some reason, I made the thumbnail for like a weekend before, and then when I made the thumbnail the wrong date, I scheduled it wrong too. Anyway, it's just all my fault, but it kind of worked out good.
But you know what? I should have been paying attention to YouTube because I was totally not the week before that. And if I would have been paying attention, I could have been like, hey, is this correct? But I wasn't, so.
Like, girl, you wrong. And I'd be like, oh no. But like I said, Giraffes, I was like, yes, you are wearing the same hoodie. I thought so. I was like, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but that's okay. I repeat wearing the same clothes a lot at my apartment. If it's comfy, I will wear it a lot before I'm like going, fine, I guess I should wash it and stuff. So, oh well. But let us know, you guys, what all you are working on today. I'm working on my same project. Courtney had started her new book the day that we were doing our sprints last weekend. How far along are you now, Courtney?
So I have like half of the words written that I need to write essentially. And I was going, I could have finished it before today, but I was like, but I need something to work on when, I'm writing with Brooke. But I have probably about 12,000 words left to write and I'll be done.
Wow. Okay. So how big is this book exactly? Like that you have written, we'll say that you have written, like word wise.
Oh, how many words have I written so far?
Yes. Since you had started last weekend on this day.
I don't think it's more than 12,000 words. The thing is like Brooke is writing more in this book than I am.
Right, yeah.
And so I don't have as much to write in this specific project. I have about 25,000 words to write as far as like new words. And then she has a lot to write. Okay. So, I mean, not like a whole lot. She has like 3 extra chapters than I have. So typically with our books, they're around 24 chapters. It's always an even number of chapters. And then we split it right down the middle. So I'll have 12 chapters and she'll have 12 chapters. And typically our chapters run between, I mean, depending on what kind of book it is, if it's like a duet, they typically run between 80 and 90,000 words. If it's like a standalone, they're around 65 to 80,000 words. So
interesting. Well, I like how you have like 12,000 more to write. Is that what you said? Okay. So, and she had just started this last Sunday. I just think that's so fun to be like, okay, a week later, this is where you're at. So it's kind of worked out fun to do that. But yes, hello everybody here. I guess I'm so bad at clicking on the comments to like highlight people who saying hi. And there goes Abby. You saw her butt. Anytime I see her in the background, I'm like, there she is. Zanny says hello. And then Drafts Yeah says, I might work on outline number 3 or 3.0 for the book I wrote for both April and July's Camp Nano because there's so much more I can do for it. It's exciting but frustrating. Yes, I can understand that for sure.
Rewrites are very frustrating.
I feel like it'd be really, is it complicated, Courtney, even especially since you are co-writing books all the time? Is it hard for editing for both you and Brooke whenever it is editing hell time because there's 2 of you rather than just one brain going on?
No, I don't think so. And the reason why I don't think so is because we write so similar. Brooke's chapters are way cleaner than mine. She is one of those people who, when she writes, she's like cleaning up as she goes. So she may take a little bit longer to finish a chapter, but for the most part, it's good. I can finish a chapter in an hour, and then I will spend another hour editing it. So, I mean, I don't think it's that hard. It wouldn't matter if it's my words or her words. I'm going to spend the same amount of time on it. And then when so much time passes, I don't know what I wrote and what she wrote.
Yeah, I can imagine that being.
It just gets to a point where it all kind of like blends together in your head. And you're like, did I write that or did she write that? The only way that I know that if I wrote something is if it's very Southern. And I know for a fact Brooke would never say that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Or if it's, for the most part, that's the only way I know. Like, we have slang down here that I know that she doesn't have. And even recently she asked me, she was like, what was the slang? What was the slang term? I'll take up for you. Have you ever heard that?
I have, but it's not like an all the time sort of thing. I feel like I don't hear it as much as probably as maybe you have or something. I don't know.
More of like, hey, if you mess with my friends, I'm going to take up for her no matter what. You know, like kind of like that.
More stick up for you than take up for you.
That's what she said. She's like, who wrote this? How did it pass? And I was like, oh, I know for a fact I wrote that. It's something that I say. Like, I know that I wrote that. And she's like, that's a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever really heard take up for you. I'm more so like, I got your back or I'll stick up for you. I've never heard take up for you. How interesting. Yeah.
So that's the only way that I really know if it's like
more down in Texas, so maybe it's more of a southern thing than like a mid-southern thing, I guess.
Yeah, I'm wondering what people in the chat are saying. They're probably like, what? I'll take up for you. I'll take up for all of you.
I've never heard that, but I will say, since I do sometimes, I mean, I think you have more of a southern thing than I do, but whenever I talk, I like never use the ing sort of words, like or saying or something with ing. It's like talking. I never like have the G at the end. So when I'm writing dialogue, I would like to take off G's off of everybody because I'm like, that's natural to me, but it's not natural to anyone else. Like, I'm in a fantasy world writing and I'm like, my fantasy people are not going to talk like this. So I mean, maybe they would every so often, but not all the time, like how I'm used to doing and stuff. So I'm always like, Brooke, put the G's on these words.
Yeah, gonna instead of going to.
Yes, gonna, yes. It's like going is so weird rather than gonna. I'm gonna go do this. I'm going to go do this. That's like so weird. But anyway.
I'm going to. Yeah, we're not proper. That's why when we write our Bishop Brothers and like our ranch series, like I'm like, oh, I got this dialogue. I can just write whatever.
You're like, give me this. Okay, so I feel like we should get going with our first sprint of the morning. Did you all want to do a quicker time? Maybe like 15 rather than our typical like 20s time and stuff just to get going. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Sarah's nice. Giving us the thumbs up.
Yay, be sure to give us a thumbs up. Woo!
I love that so much, Courtney. And then The World According to Emma said, I'm from New England, but when I speak, I often drop the G in ing words too. Okay, so even a New Englander is the same way. It just, I don't know. I think it's just because we're from a not so proper generation where we can just kind of say whatever we want and we just kind of aren't as proper anymore. So the G's always are going to be coming off. Even right there, coming off, not coming off.
That's right.
Are weird to me. But okay. All right. Also, real quick question. What do you guys think of my background right now? I tried something different. I put up another tapestry. I don't know if I like what's going on. I feel like it's a lot.
It kind of reminds me of summer.
Yeah, well, the background over here, it's the lanterns from Tangled. That's what they are.
Oh.
Hard to tell from far away. So it's really pretty, but after I put it up, I was like, I was thinking in my head, oh, it's gonna match this over here. But I just feel like I just don't know. I just don't know. And I also feel kind of little kiddish and stuff. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. What do
Hey,
y'all?
do you? If it makes you happy, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. Well, I like it, but then I'm also annoyed by it. So I go back and forth a lot. And yes, it is reminding Sierra of Tangled because it is the design from Tangled. So I'm glad it makes you think of that because it really. Okay, now I'm looking over here. Yeah, you can see more of the design on the bigger, wider versions of us and stuff. But anyway, I need to set the timer. But yeah, so I'm just kind of on the fence about it. I don't know. You might see me trying out different background tapestries here within the next couple month or two. I don't know. We'll see how I like it. But okay, are you all ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me get out
I'm
of
dictating.
this. Okay, so so it looks like lots of people are liking it. I don't know. We'll see how I like it later. But okay, there's that and there's that. Okay, good luck, everybody. We are starting.
Welcome back.
So annoyed with my internet. My gosh. I don't know what it is lately. Like, even whenever I was on my live stream with Kate and last week, my Google Docs keeps having it to where it's refreshing or it's like trying to connect again. And I'm like, I cannot work at all, you guys. And then all of a sudden, all of my Google Chrome just shut down, like including this. Like, I don't know how. Everything just went away.
Have you updated your Google Chrome lately?
How do you update that?
Updated it lately?
I'm sorry, I'm like asking you a techie question. But guys, it sucks. It's like the past couple weeks, man, on Google Chrome for Google Docs and also just for so much other stuff. I'm just like getting so fed up. And maybe I need to just redo my what is it called? Server. Maybe I just need to like reboot that or something. I don't know. I'm just so
yeah, usually when I have issues with it, I'll like clear out my cookies and like all that stuff. And I mean, but typically if it's internet related, you're not gonna be able to fix anything no matter what you do.
I probably need to clear out some of my cookies though. I'll have to like look into that and see how I can do that. Cause I feel like, cause I'm also having lately where anytime I'm going to Google on Safari or Google Chrome, I'll type something in on Google and they'll take me to Bing or Yahoo. And it's not even taking me to Google.
Oh, heck no.
I'm just like, what is happening? This is so stupid. So anyway, it's just dumb. But how did you all do besides me? It just is like blah on my end. But how did you all do?
I got 873 words dictating.
I thought you were dictating. I was like going, I guess she's on a phone call. And then I saw your mic and I was like, oh, she's dictating. I know what she's doing.
Yes, girl. My goal is to dictate this entire book or the chapters that I'm writing.
Yeah, you guys, whenever me and Courtney got off the live stream last time, she was telling me how her new goal is to nail dictation. So that's awesome that you're doing that. Way to go.
Yeah, I've been doing it all week and I've tried dictation so many times over the years and I don't know what it was, but recently it just like clicked in my head and I was like, I can do this. Like it's not that hard. You just have to train your brain to do it.
You have to sit down, learn how to do it.
Yeah, and it's actually worked out really well. I know some people who I'm friends with are like, yeah, dictation just wasn't for me. I would have just brain dumps of info, but I think if you work off an outline and you are very specifically like following those key points, then it's a lot easier to dictate and just go down your outline and say the things your characters would say out loud. So it's working out pretty good.
Well, good. Yeah, I'm sure you could get lots of dialogue stuff in. Like, I don't know if you would say open quotation mark and close quotation mark, or if you would just like do new line, new line, new line. I'd probably just stick to new line so you didn't have to say open quotation mark all the time or close quotation mark.
So I'm not using, so I have Dragon Anywhere and I pay for that. But recently I heard about Otter and it's an app where you don't have to say your dictation. Obviously your open quotes and your punctuation, your open, close, and open quotes and closed quotes won't be there, but I don't find that much of an issue because I say he said, she said, I say, blah, 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 you know, and then I go back and change them or whatever. So then I know that it's actual dialogue.
Yeah. That way it's like you kind of already know and you can tell like, this is what that was. And lots of people are asking questions now on dictation for you, Courtney. I think all of us here, like whether you think it'd be hard or not, I think all of us would love to just really kick butt at it if we were able to just get over the hump of learning.
Yeah, so I'm going to do a video on my channel. I think it'll probably come at the beginning of the year because I'm one of those people where I need to test things. Like I need to actually do it before I start talking about it. And so after I finish this book, I think I'll have a really good idea about dictation. The first day was hard. I'll be honest. The first day I was like, oh, Lord, I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
this is for me. And then I promised myself that every day I would try to dictate for at least an hour, 10-minute sprints with a 5-minute break, just to give your voice a rest. And after I did that, I was like, 10 minutes, you can talk out loud for 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
After I did that,
if we do this all the time anyway, where we talk for lots of segments.
yeah, I practice my videos in the shower. Will's like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, oh, it's just me practicing my video. I'm going to record.
That's funny.
But anyway, if you do it in short spurts and you just, you know, say, I'm going to do it for 1 hour or even 30 minutes a day, and you just continue on, you are practicing and you're learning what works for you and what doesn't. And then eventually you can be like, okay, well, today I'm going to go for an hour. Today I'm going to go for an hour and a half. And eventually you just switch over to dictation.
Yeah.
I can do a chapter in about 30 minutes.
Wow.
And then it takes me about 30 minutes to clean it. Basically, like putting the punctuation that I missed, fixing misspellings because I'm Southern and there's certain things that it doesn't understand I'm saying.
Yes. I think, okay, because I was talking to Courtney about this after we had stopped our live stream. I think, remember, Courtney, how I was saying I'd love to do dictation on like some type of indoor bike thing. I'm also looking at my computer. I was thinking, I was like, I could do a really cheap option of getting one of those things that's like on the floor and you just go with the pedals and you're like at your desk still. You just have it under your desk. You could easily dictate, look at the screen, and then just be moving your feet, you know, with the pedals or whatever. And it's way cheaper than getting like a bike thing for like a, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they have the desk ellipticals that are really popular.
Yeah, I feel like I was thinking of getting one of those, but I'm just like, oh, that's so pricey for not knowing if I would actually do it or not. That would be a good test to go. Yeah. Would it be worth the money? You know what I mean? If I wanted it, or I could just stick with that if I'm like totally used to that. But
I have a friend who watches TV and uses that little elliptical thing. I think it's called I feel like it's called a Joby, but I know that's not what it's called. It's like, I think it's like $100 or $150 is how much she paid for it. And like, I have an Apple Watch. Obviously, I'm not wearing it today, but on the Apple Watch, when you're friends with people, you can see their activity. And so I'll get these like updates where it's like, Val just completed 10 minutes on the elliptical. And I'm like, girl, why are you
how do you know that? How does it
why are you? Because it sends me an update and it's like, congratulate her for working out or whatever. And I'm like, I texted her because one day I was getting these like 10-minute elliptical things. And I'm like, what are you doing? Are you like on an elliptical, getting off and going and doing something and then getting back on it? Because I keep getting these updates that you're doing this 10-minute elliptical. And she's like, no, I bought this little thing. And every time I watch TV, I do it for 10 minutes and then I stop and take a break and then I start it again. And I'm like, every time you do that, I get an update. So
I mean, it's cool that she does that, but it's like, I wouldn't want people to know that's what I'm up to right now. I don't know. That's weird.
You have to accept your friends to be able to see your challenges. But, you know, she can see my movement. And so if I'm like sitting around all day, she's like, girl, you need to get your butt moving.
That's so weird. Oh my gosh. Okay. It might be cool if it's like your bestie or something like that. But at the same time, I'm like, that's like, okay, I'm sorry I've been writing all day and I've done absolutely nothing. And now you know this. That's kind of embarrassing or something. But oh well. Oh, that's so weird. Oh wow. Okay. I mean, like I said, cool on some angles and creepy on other angles. I don't know. Yes, Ainsley. Ainsley's like, I would just feel more like a potato than ever. Oh my gosh. But no, I think it'd be so cool. Yeah. Amanda was like, you can get those folding foot pedals for like $30. Yeah, exactly. I think if I was to do something like that while learning dictation, for some reason, I feel like I could easily do dictation with the pedals than typing with the pedals. I feel like it's easier to do this and I'm also using my legs right now, if you guys can't tell. You know what I mean? I just feel like that'd be easier to talk and do that rather than to do hand motions of typing and the pedals. I feel like that'd be an easy thing to do. I don't know. Let us know updates on the dictation learning.
I am like so shook by how active my words are when I go back and read it. Like, I think dictation is going to make me a better writer, if that makes sense, because I can say things
in the words.
Yeah. So of course, I'm a theater kid. If y'all don't know my background, I did theater all the way from like 4th grade up until I graduated college. I have enough theater credits to probably have a minor in theater, but business was where you made money.
Yeah.
And so, speaking things out loud and just, like describing things, it comes more natural to me than to some people. Like, I could see where it would be hard if you were an introvert and you're not used to talking a lot,
To where it's like, wow, this is the most I've talked in 2 months or something like that.
Yeah. And once you get past the, oh, wow, I sound really stupid right now, I hope my husband or significant other or roommate or whoever can't hear me. Once you get past that, man, you'll be blazing through it. And you live alone. So it's like you can just walk around your apartment if you want to, go on the balcony and talk in your phone. I mean,
yeah, I think I really need to give it a try, especially since I have the mic. I don't know where it's at right now, but I think you had sent me a mic thing that would be good to do. And so it works on my phone. I just haven't like done it yet.
I'll show y'all the 2 mics that I have. Somebody asked a question. Where did that box go? Okay, so I have 2 different mics. I've got a little lavalier mic. This is like $20 on Amazon. This one plugs directly into my phone. It's got a lightning cable. I have an iPhone.
I think that's what I have, and it just goes in the battery charger right there. If
if you're like outside, like kind of like walking around or whatever, like I think this is a good alternative because you can just clip it on you and you don't have to hold your phone the whole time. This one that I have in the bottom of my phone right now it's a Shure mic, and it looks like this. Now, this is kind of expensive. I think it was $150.
Okay.
But it's like this brand right here is very popular with microphones and audio engineers and podcasters or musical theater, whatever. And so this one's really good. And the reason why you want to use a mic is because you want to make sure that your phone is picking up what you're saying. And when you use a mic, it's typically more accurate. I love this one. Don't get me wrong. It's super cheap, $20. But this just looks cool and it just feels nice in my hand.
I feel like it's good to do the cheaper options first, just to see like, and make sure like, hey, I really will do this. It's not going to be a waste of money. Really, if you were like to give it a try and it wasn't your thing, I feel like it'd be a better use of your money if it was cheaper, until like, okay, I'm dedicated to this. Now I can do the upgrade type thing.
Absolutely. And you don't even need a mic. Like our phones are so powerful. Like if you're in a quiet space, like you can literally just talk into your phone. Like you don't have to go and buy all that stuff. I just need expenses because end of year's come in. So I needed some tax write-offs because I made a lot of money and I'm like, okay, what can I buy right now that I can use for my business? And so I splurged on that microphone, but you don't need it. And someone said in the chat, they said, Danica said, I feel like the dictation apps are kind of expensive. I've got an app for you that is free to use for Apple and for Android. It's called Otter. Otter. It's what I'm using right now. And I'll show you what it looks like. There you go. Otter right there. You get 600. Oh, I'm sorry. You got it. You get 600 free minutes per month. 600 minutes. That's a lot of minutes to dictate. And when you go to export, so it comes out like this. Don't be alarmed. It looks like people are talking. You go up to the top and you press export text audio, export text, and it comes out in a monologue. So
wow.
And I just airdrop that to my phone, copy and paste it, and put it in my Scrivener. Or
How
you can email
interesting.
it to yourself, or you can do other things with it.
Yeah,
But
I feel like I typically email myself.
yeah, and it saves it, and it tells you like keywords in your notes. So if you're looking for specific things, like it's a really cool app. You can see that I've got the free account. I've got 556 minutes left.
That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
So, and it starts over. So my minutes just started over. That's why it's only 556 minutes. But anyway.
And you said that's a week or month that you get all that minutes.
It's a month.
Okay. That's still
Yeah.
so cool. Wow.
Yeah, and so I've got Dragon Anywhere. Of course, it's kind of expensive. I think it's $15 a month or $10 a month, and you have to say your punctuation. And then I'm in a group for authors who dictate or whatever, and so they're like, "Oh, I've tried Otter. It's really great. It puts punctuation. I mean, it's not perfect, but it'll put commas and periods, and I just have to go in and add my quotes. So that's pretty easy."
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a good way of learning how to do that, you know. And then if you wanted to change over, you could. But yeah, I'm gonna give that a try. I don't know about anyone else. I think after this stream, I'm gonna give that a try. I don't want to learn it as you guys are watching me. I feel like that'd be too much pressure. But I will definitely try that once the stream is done for sure.
Yeah.
But are you guys ready for another sprint? I went ahead and was going to try and do 2021. And I accidentally added 2022 because I'm just that ambitious for the future, man. So I accidentally pushed one more. I was like, it's fine. So we're going to do 2022. Hopefully that's okay with you all. I feel like that's a good one to do. So let's do another right now. Literally right now. Boom. Okay. Good. more writing time. That was a good one.
Are you actually writing, or did you finish your summary or your outline?
Okay. So my outlining process is pretty much a zero draft as I outline. It's like I have to give some detail so that way I can build the story. If it's like really, really quick breakdowns of an outline, I feel like I will not be as creative whenever it's time for my draft, or I will go off of the outline whenever it's time for drafting. But I feel like the way I do it is pretty much a zero draft outline, and then I build upon the first draft later and stuff. So, but I'm getting there slowly but surely and stuff.
Gotcha. So how long are your outlines typically?
Huge.
You're like, oh, I write a 35,000 word outline.
Let's see. Right now I'm at 12,747 words. And I started that this month, like the second week in December and stuff. So I've been working on it. But whenever it's time to draft, then I can copy and paste some of it, or I can just see things so clearly because of the zero draft where I can go on that really easy and stuff. So eventually, hopefully I can zero draft a lot easier and faster, but oh well.
That's awesome. Hey, you have to figure out what works for you, what works for some people.
I just feel like if I did a quicker outline, I'm not going to know the story exactly, because I feel like I discover so much during the outline process the way I do it, to where if I didn't do it this way, then I discover more during the drafting, and I'm like, well, that's not what I had for my outline. Now I'm going off course. You know what I mean? So anyway, that's how I do. But how did you do during that round?
Oh, I didn't get as much as the first time. I got like 645, which I'm happy with. In 20 minutes is pretty good.
Yeah, for 20 minutes. Yeah, oh, for sure. And with dictation, still it's a learning curve, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Cat Flies is doing dictation. 244 words dictated. Nice.
Yay! I'm glad I could inspire you.
Got 3 pages and 200 words. Awesome. Let's see. I swear StreamYard skips on me all the time to where I'm like, where was I? Oh, all the time.
It does that to me too.
Yeah, more copying and pasting and thinking about things because it's pretty much what I need to do. Yes. Yeah, sometimes you just kind of have to like fill in certain things. It's like I have to fix this before I can move on, which sucks sometimes, but I feel like once that's done, then it's like, okay, we're good now. And Elizabeth is reading through her outline. It's been ages since I wrote it. That is A-okay. I feel like outlining helps so many people. Working on 2 books for Master of Tackies.
Dang.
College essay too. Oh man. I feel bad for people who are trying to wrap up college right now. Oh, I bet this is so stressful this time around this year.
I bet.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sure super stressful. Golly, freaking StreamYard. It pisses me off. It's like, why are you skipping on me? Now I feel like I have no idea where I am. Let's see. And Danica's also getting outlines going. All right. Yeah, getting that set up. Okay. So I'm someone who is participating in NaNoWriMo. Is anyone else participating? I feel
what is that?
So it's pretty much like a Camp Nano, but it's in January and stuff. You just call it NaNoWriMo.
Oh, it's
official. So people call NaNoWriMo, which I think it's like a perfect time to be doing a camp month because
new year, new words.
Yeah, it's a brand new start of a year, and it's like, okay, you took a break after a huge NaNoWriMo month. You took a break in December, or you like kind of did some kind of prepping in December as well, to where it's like now January, you're all good to go and stuff. So I don't know. I've never done NaNoWriMo. We'll see how it goes.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah, lots of people are like, I even talked about it in my last vlog where I was just kind of, where people were like, never heard of it, but I might do this now, because it's kind of like a perfect timing thing, because then the next camp month is the next camp month. April? Yeah, April. Because I feel like that's so far away, to where I feel like the nano months are perfectly spaced out besides the first quarter. I feel like the fourth quarter, there's not really anything, where I feel like NaNoWriMo would be a good month for it.
Yeah, because then it would be quarterly. If it was January, April, July, November, you'd have one every quarter.
Yeah, totally. I just feel like it's been to where that would be like the perfect layout and stuff. I would like my new goal for writing this coming year to have it to where 1 month is hardcore writing month. The next month is like you still are writing, you still are getting work done, but you can be a little bit more lax. And then the next month, more hardcore stuff, and then you just kind of keep going in that flow. So that's what I would hope for next year.
Or a hardcore writing month and then a hardcore editing month. So then in 2 months, you would have the book done.
Yeah.
And I think 4 weeks.
When I mean writing month, like all of that, I all in the same category of just working on book stuff.
Gotcha.
Because I would love it if I could finish my draft in January, and then I could get to editing in February. That'd be amazing. So
that would be amazing. And then release when? We'll put you on the spot.
And then release when? I would love to be releasing a book in the fall, but
I love fall.
We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. It's still also new. It's still all to where I'm like, or should I just like get used to the process of trying to get, I don't know. I'm just trying to like learn how to go about doing like a release schedule.
I always tell people, like, if I could go back in time to baby Courtney, Lyra, I would have had 3 books written before I published my first one.
Right. That's where I'm on the fence of, to where it's like, I would love to get a book out this year, but I don't know when my second book would be done. I would love it to have my second book already good to go before I would be publishing the first one. So I don't know. Right now,
because I was going to say, so then when you have your first book release, you know, updating your back matter is super important. You've already got the pre-order link for that second book ready, and people will one click.
And you're not super pressured to get that second book already done, because you might already have that second book done. So the pressure isn't so much there. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see how 2021 goes for publishing for Brooklyn here. But my word count goal for NaNoWriMo, I'm going to say 40, because I feel like I can push for 40 pretty good. That's what, 10,000 words a week. I feel like I can do 40,000 pretty decently, because I know I can during a nano month. For some reason, 50 is so hard for me, but 40 I could do, I feel like. So we'll say 40. And plus already I already want this book to be a novella. So I'm just going to go around for 40. We'll see how it goes. So yeah.
Well, I will say that I do have a writing group on Facebook. Somebody just mentioned it in the comments. And in 2021, we're doing 50K in a month stickers every month, and we're doing 10K in a day stickers, because some people can write a lot of words. They just can't do it in the same day. So it allows people who want to try to hit that 50K every single month for them to earn a sticker and the 10K in a day. So
that's cool.
Y'all are all invited. You're all invited to join. I don't care where you live. I've sent stickers to the craziest addresses. I don't even know if I put it on the envelope right.
You're like, you get a sticker, even if this isn't the correct person I'm sending to. We'll see how it goes later, but you get one.
Addresses are like this long and like this, like it takes up the whole envelope. And I'm like, it doesn't look like words to me because it's in a different language. So I'm like so confused. I'm like, hopefully I've got this right. Because some addresses, they'll be like across the street from the elementary school, and you write that on the envelope.
Yeah, that's so weird.
It's confusing to me because I'm like, am I supposed to write this? Like, this sounds like directions I'd tell my friend.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's like right by elementary. There are some people who are curious what the Facebook group is.
It's facebook.com/groups/write 10K in a day. If you just search write 10K in a day you should find it pretty easily. There's like 14 or 1,500 people in there.
And that's yours.
Yeah, that's mine. Okay.
I was thinking it was another group. I was gonna say, because I was like, I feel like I'm already on that one. So that one is yours.
You're in there. You're in there.
I was thinking this was a separate one. So yeah, I'm already in that one. So that's good.
No, I send stickers, and I usually did the 50K one for Nano in November. And then I realized that so many more people like the 50K, not more, but a lot more people who don't usually participate in the 10Ks do the 50Ks. And I'm like, you know what? Let's take a vote. This is everybody's group. Do y'all want to do 50K every month? Of course, it gives me more stickers to send out to create, but I'm totally okay with it. So
yeah. No, I think I need, okay. I have my new Facebook profile where it's just like author related profile. It's not like my author page. It's like just for being parts of groups and stuff like that. So I'm like part of the groups, but I still never get on Facebook because I've just trained myself to not get on Facebook because it's dumb for personal stuff. I feel like it's dumb, but I need to train myself to just get on that one all the time. So that way I can be a part of Facebook groups for writing communities and stuff. But
yeah, it's a good group, and people are always in there like talking about the Forest app and like different things that help them, and it's just a really nice community of people who write in different genres. Because I mean, I'm kind of like Lonesome Dove on YouTube. I'm like one of the only people who writes romance. You know, most people are fantasy authors,
right? Yeah, there's fantasy people who are on AuthorTube. I feel
so many. So everybody's like, "Oh, but I don't write romance." And I'm like, it's not specific.
Yeah,
you can write your homework. There's people in there who do homework stuff. So
I mean, it keeps them accountable and stuff. I do remember this Petals and Patchouli. I'm saying that wrong, I'm probably sure, but they had said, I also like your suggestion to do it by chapter than by word count. I remember you saying that, Courtney, where you were saying it was too much pressure to try and get blah 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 words in a day, where you or by the week, where it was easier to do by chapter, because that could be a little bit more open-ended. Probably.
It's a mental thing. If you tell somebody, hey, you need to go and walk 10,000 steps, immediately your brain's like, 10,000 steps, that's a lot. But if you go, hey, if you go walk like 2 miles, what's 2 miles?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same logic of trying to get a toddler to eat this many and this many rather than this huge number. It's like, but if you do 10, that's a lot. But if you do 5 and then another 5, that's not so bad. But it's the same thing.
I'm like, oh, I need to write 5,000 words today. Okay, I just have to get through 2 chapters. That's all I have to do. And then I can break it up. Half of this chapter for this 2 hours, half of this at 2 hours. And then you got it. Chapters for me, like if I schedule my month by how many, like which chapters I'm going to write on which days, I got this. If I say, hey, I'm writing 8,000 words, it ain't happening. I will never do it. Every single time. Every time I give a word count, I don't do it.
You're like, doesn't happen.
Nope. I know I'm setting myself up for failure every single time.
Hey, y'all. Do y'all want to do another sprint here? As I'm trying to get all the cat hair off of my laptop right now. I'm like seeing so much where I'm like, why didn't I notice that before? Do you want to try for over or around 25?
I'm good with whatever.
Y'all give us a time to do, but around the 25 marker would be awesome. Because I want to do a long one. I got in a real good groove last time. I feel like I've only done one sprint because the first one, my internet was dumb. So, but I feel like right now, while I'm waiting for people, I feel like right now, there for a bit, I had thought this book I'm working on, it was only going to be a standalone. And then I started going, or should I go back to my series idea that I had a while back? But now I feel like I have more of a game plan. I feel like it's to where, and Courtney, you probably don't know. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I changed projects from my Nano.
Yeah. Wait. Or is this the fairy tale one or the?
Well, they're both kind of fairy tale stuff. We're both kind of doing that. So it's different than what I had talked about with you. So that's why I wanted to point it out. I was like, it's a little different than what I talked about with you. I think right now I'm doing is it's where I'm doing lots of novels that are in the same universe, but they're not so much related. It's like, here's a duology, here's a duology, here's a duology. The duologies, they don't really sink in with the characters, but they're all part of the same universe. So that's what I'm trying to do right now.
So is the, I guess you call it a duology. I guess I call it a duet.
Or
whatever.
duet. Yeah, duet.
So are
duet
those two books connected with each other?
I'm on the fence of having certain ones connect. I'm on the fence of how I would do it. There's ideas that I could do that would connect them, but I'm on the fence. So
cliffhangers are king. I'm just saying.
I know. And I feel like I could link these two. I feel like there's a good way of doing it. And then I could link these two. There's another good way of doing it. I'm just trying to decide if here's the thing. I'm trying to decide if it should be kind of doing the Lunar Chronicles thing. I kind of am trying to avoid that.
Oh, yeah.
Aspects of connecting them that I could do, but I'm also trying to avoid doing that because I don't want people to go, oh, it's just another Lunar Chronicles.
Yeah, I mean, she's not the only one who's done fairy tale.
I know. It's just as to where I feel like it's that typical thing of where people go, oh, you mean you're writing Harry Potter? Oh, you're writing The Hunger Games? Oh, you're writing, you know what I mean? They put you in that category.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah. Anyway, it's just funny. 25-21. Let's do that. I like that suggestion, Deborah. So let's do that. 25-21. But now I do feel like, can we do 25-22? It's already set on 22 seconds. I'm sorry, Deborah. Let's see. But what do you think, Courtney, of that idea?
So I like interconnected standalones.
Yeah.
And so, like, for me, when I think about duets, I think that those two books should be related, and then there should be a cliffhanger from the first book to the second book, and then a soft lead to the third book, cliffhanger between 3 and 4, soft lead between 4 and 5, just to keep people kind of like attached to your world and your characters, and you make them fall in love with those characters in the past books, so then they continue forward with the series because they know that they'll continue to see those people.
Yeah.
But if they're not going to be connected like that, then I would almost call it an interconnected standalone series where you may see the characters throughout the other books or whatever. You should probably still kind of read them in order, but you don't necessarily have to.
Right.
So then you give different entry points for readers to join your series. So if you're on book 4, people can jump in at book 4, but then they see those same characters and go, oh my God, I need to read about them. I need to hear their story.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm probably going to do. I think it's just the stupid logic of going, I don't want to be a Lunar Chronicle thing.
Who cares?
I could link it to where it's subtle linkage.
Subtle linkage. I think that, when you're doing your thing, I've only read Cinder. I didn't continue with the series. Traditional publishing, I don't have the patience for their release schedule.
Right.
Because it takes years between books, and then I forget what I read, and I'm not going to go back and reread a book if it didn't change my life. So, and so I don't know. She released those so long ago that I wouldn't worry what anybody has to say. People are going to say stuff anyway.
I know. I need to just stop thinking of the negative and just go and do what I want to do. But
say what you want to say. Mine is different, obviously. I mean, the good thing about it is when you do it, and if you take out like AMS ads on Amazon, you could target her readers for all those books.
That is true. So,
just make sure your covers are different and your blurbs are different. It'll be fine.
On its own. Yes. So,
interconnected very well.
Yeah. Thank you guys for just do the dang thing, Brooke, because I need to just stick with what I want to do and not worry about others. But anyway, let's move on to the sprint, and good luck, everybody. Let's go. Boom. I kind of did a song for some reason.
How did you do? How did you do?
Did pretty good. Let me see. There were a couple times where I jumped around, but in this section, let me see.
Hey, I just want to say that I have one of these foot warmers under my desk that you plug in. And everyone should get one of these in the world. It's so warm. I stick my feet up in it. It's got a little heater.
Oh my goodness.
It is amazing. It only stays warm for 30 minutes though. So I'm always like bending over and turning it on. But man, my feet are so toasty.
Is that pricey? That looks amazing.
No, like $25.
Dang. Yeah, that's nice. $25 for that. That looks perfectly warm.
Yes. I'm like, why didn't I have one of these at work? Because my feet were always cold at work. And so, because I would wear like flats all the time. And so you don't wear socks with flats. And so my feet were always cold. And I'm like, oh my God, why didn't I have one of these at work? This is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's like perfectly warm looking. I wrote 554 words. There was a time of where I jumped up somewhere. I don't know how much I did on that, but I felt like I did pretty good. So how did you do it, the dictation?
I got 1,703 words.
Yeah, apparently that's going to be awesome for you.
I just finished a chapter and it ended with 3,221 words, and they're good words. So later today, I'll go back and read through it and fix it all, and then it will be finished.
How awesome is that? Lots of people did really good in the comments.
Yeah.
Let's see. 3 pages, 300 words, says Kimberly. Nice. Tess and I did pretty much the same number almost. You got 553, I got 554. Rough draft right now, but I know the ending.
Nice.
Awesome. 360 and a little editing. Great, Joanna.
Oh, look at that.
Shadow's layer got distracted. That's okay. Let's see. Zanny got 287. Inspirational music sometimes can be distracting because then it's like,
you got to be dramatic and take your hands off the keyboard. And you're just like, whoa.
There are times, man, that I've done some writing sprint live streams where you'll see me where I'm like in the mode of music to where I'm just like da 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 or something. It's like you can't help but be awesome with the music or something. It's just funny. All right. Yeah, lots of people getting it done.
Heck yeah.
Getting it done. God, this comment, so keep jumping. But that's okay. I'm just annoyed by StreamYard. But yay. Lots of people getting stuff done. I feel like this would be around the time of where we would kind of start to close out because it's been 2 hours. Are you good, Courtney, or did you want to get in another little sprint?
I'm down for whatever.
Okay.
I'll let you decide. This is your channel. You're the master of the stream.
Thanks. I feel like who was it? Someone had suggested doing a sprint for 12 minutes and 21 seconds because they said or 20 seconds, 12 minutes and 20 seconds because that's today's date. And that's a good amount of time to get one more sprint in before it's over. And so that way that'd be fun. I didn't know if we wanted to just go ahead and hop into doing that one more time and then we'll be done for the day.
Sure. I'm down for whatever.
Okay. Cool. Let's do that then. Let me put this back on. So 12, 20.
12, 20. Okay. Getting my dictation ready.
Might be what?
So getting my dictation ready.
Yeah. Here, I'll wait for you.
I am good to go.
Okay. All right, everybody. I hope you're ready for the last sprint of the stream. We're doing kind of kind of mini version, but it stays date 12/20. So have fun with it, guys, because it's starting now. And done.
I totally lost.
Good.
I totally lost track of time.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I did too. I was like, oh yeah, we're timed. I didn't do too swell on that one. I don't know. I was kind of more contemplating on that one.
Contemplation.
Yes, contemplation. Hopefully everyone else did pretty good though.
I need to drop my text to my phone. I mean, to my laptop, and I'll tell you how it went.
So if you were to do otter, you have to drop it into.
No, you can email it to yourself very easily in a text or a Word file or whatever. I just like to airdrop it because then I can go straight into my Scrivener without having to go to my email to copy and paste it into my Scrivener. So it makes it a little easier. It takes out one of the steps for me.
Yeah. No, I think that is cool. I'll have to play with that.
AirDrop is awesome. I love AirDrop. I use it all the time.
Oh, Crow's Talons, I'm so sorry if you're just now joining. That was our last sprint of the day. Sorry.
No. You can always watch the replay.
Yeah, that is true. You can watch the replay if you want to. Yes, Joanna, this is what I've been struggling with lately. And she says, anyone find their scenes go way longer than you estimated at first? I'm halfway through my estimated word count for the scene I'm working on, and I still have 2 major battles to get through. Yes, it's to where it's like, I was supposed to be done with this so much sooner, but oh well. Do you have that struggle, Courtney?
I do. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, this chapter is 4,500 words. It needs to be shorter.
Goodness, yes. It's just to where it's like, why can't I just like wrap this up? But then your brain is like, no, you need to describe more. You need to explain more.
Wrap it up, B, like on Dave Chappelle.
I'm not a Dave Chappelle person, but I'm not a stand-up person in any way. Lots of people love watching stand-up people. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm weird.
To have this show, and me and Will would laugh our butts off. I love Dave Chappelle. He's so funny. Okay, so I got 798 words.
Nice. For 12 minutes. That's really good.
Right?
Really good.
And y'all can do this too.
Yeah, I want to give that a try for sure. I like that. God, my comments, I kid you not. I have no idea where I am. It jumped like crazy pants. Okay, there's that. Okay, we're back. Okay, so Christina got 225, 222, 2 pages edited for Kimberly.
Yay.
202 for Joanna. And Petals and Patuoli. I can't say that very well. I'm sorry. Learned so many things during this writing sprint today. Yay! I feel like if you don't get words down, but if you at least make progress up here, then that's still great, because I feel like that's going to just help you through so much that probably we're having roadblocks with.
Absolutely. And guys, I'll do a full video over on my channel about dictation come the beginning of the year. Because I've learned some different tips and tricks and stuff, and you know, if I can help y'all write faster, then that means you can publish more books. So
yeah, that'd be awesome to hear how you're going with that and stuff, and to see, and to like, maybe, are you able to like jot down in a month how many words you dictated within a month? Like, are you able to like keep track of that at all? Or
so the thing is like, I can always go to my Otter and export all of my words and put them into one doc. Like I could do that pretty easily.
If it's too much trouble, don't worry about it.
Well, I'm trying not to mix it. So like for me, like I wrote 1 chapter in this book. Like the very first chapter I hand wrote. And then all the other chapters, which is now 4.5, I've dictated.
Hand wrote? Are you meaning hand wrote or hand?
Yeah, like I typed it. I didn't like hand write.
In my head, I was like, oh, gross. And I was like, wait, she's probably meaning that because she's comparing with dictation.
Yeah, no. I typed it. So, but the rest of it has been dictation. So right now I've dictated I can tell you. 25, 46. And I cleaned the chapters and like they're really good. Like I am proud of what I've dictated. So
Awesome. That's great. I feel like it's probably even harder, not just to nail down dictation, but to nail down how you flow as easy as you do on the normal typing.
yeah.
I feel like the way of training your writing brain to be coming out with words is hard with dictation to get the flow down and stuff. Also, Sierra says, how extensive is it after you dictate with editing and stuff?
So I'll go for 30 minutes. Like I can do a chapter in an hour and then I spend an hour editing that chapter. So I'll have a complete chapter done, ready to go to the editor in 2 hours. And for me, that's pretty quick because typically I'll write and I won't go back and read it. But I've found that as soon as I'm done dictating a chapter, as long as I spend the time right after I get finished dictating, it's still fresh in my brain. So I know what I was talking about. I think if I wait too long, I'll be like, what is this?
What am I going for on this?
Yeah. So, and then sometimes I'll also dictate notes inside of there. So I'm like, research how to pull a toilet out of the floor here. And then I continue on. So then when I'm going back and editing, I just search for the word research because not really typing that in my stuff. And right. I know what I need to go add more words to.
That's awesome.
So that's
a great way of doing that for sure. Well, this has been great, you guys. Yeah. I feel like lots of progressive stuff happened today. I'm glad that both Courtney and I were able to do this today, and we're both here the majority of time, besides that like quick 2-minute time I was gone or something. But hey, it all was great. It all worked out. And I guess me and Courtney will see you guys in like January or February. It kind of just depends on Courtney's schedule and timeline.
I'm good for January. I should be writing another book.
Okay, cool. Well, yay! So we'll just have to. We'll keep you guys posted on what all will be going down for a new stream and stuff. We're gonna try and keep up with daytime hours. I think we could randomly do another like witching hour sprint and stuff like that for a live stream. But when we do the witching hour live streams, it like just totally kills us the next day because we have to stay up so late.
Yeah. And I'm a night owl, but as soon as I do that, like it just flips my schedule and it takes me a whole week to get back.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to sleep at like 6 a.m. and then the sun's coming up and I'm like, well, I should probably just stay up all day and then go to sleep at a normal time, but it never happens.
Yeah. And it screws me over too the next day to where I feel like I'm not getting anything writing or just life done at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, ugh. And so, yeah, I always
have to be more productive in 2021. And we realized that maybe it's not productive to stay up till 6 a.m.
Yeah, I think if we did the witching hour sprints, we'll do that randomly here and there, but it won't be ongoing like how it had been there for a little bit. And
absolutely.
So anyway, so that's what we're thinking. We'll probably see you all in January or February for having us do these streams and stuff. But this was fun, everybody. Thank you all so much for joining us today. And have a good Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday season. Yes. Yay! Fun stuff. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. Bye.